Guess what? If you're suffering right now, if you're struggling right now, getting on this healing journey and getting on this healing path is going to test you even more than you're being tested right now. That's real talk. I wish I could tell you that to improve your life makes you feel a lot better about yourself. It does. But it comes at a cost. And that cost is having to do life on life's terms, having to truly be accountable for all of your actions, all of the thoughts, all of the things that you've experienced, everything, total ownership. And that price is something that a lot of people are not willing to pay. That's why a lot of people half-step. That's why a lot of people want the quick fix. That's why it's so easy to stay stuck, to keep doing what you're doing and just feeling like you're helpless, you can't do it. And, you know, my heart goes out to you because here I've been doing it, man. I've been doing the do. Going on 13 years now, I've been doing it. And I'm standing here right now. And it's not easier. It's even more difficult. It's even more challenging, especially because why? I'm putting myself out there. And as you start to heal, you're going to put yourself out there. I would advise you, if you start on this path, it is kind of good for you to maybe pull back your energy, maybe, you know, check yourself out and check yourself into doing the self-work. Give yourself some space and some time to do that soul searching, to do that self-discovery. If you're called to do this, you got the strength inside of you. That's what I know. Is like, you have the strength inside of you. And it takes every day waking up, ready to fucking do the fight, man. Ready to go to battle. But it's not a battle within. Or maybe it is. Maybe it is a battle with ourselves, with the lower version of ourselves and the higher version of ourselves. Maybe that's what it is all about. Because there's days where it feels like, man, it's peaceful, it's flowing, it's fluid, and then you get to this new lesson, this new area of healing, and it's like, ooh, this hurts. This is uncomfortable as fuck. And that's where I find myself right now. I'm not sure where you find yourself. Where are you? Where are you on your soul's journey along this life path? Where are you? Are you just playing it safe? Are you just sidelined? Are you just thinking you're kicking back? But inside, you know, man, it's painful. It's painful to just kick back, right? I believe that if you are called, if you have something that you need to accomplish in this lifetime, I truly believe with all my heart, with all my mind, and with all my soul, and with all my strength, that God's just not going to let you just sit there and take it easy. Because you know, when you're taking it easy, man, you're falling apart on the inside. And the thing that I keep talking about is that we need to realize that you got to do the work on your own, but we don't have to do it alone anymore. We have this ability literally to come together as a collective of people that are looking to heal, people that are looking to become the best version of themselves, which we're all capable of being. And yet we have the technology to do that. And we have a community to do that. The Results Kill Excuses app, I really do believe is an incredible opportunity for us to start to connect, to learn about each other, to feel like, we're not so different. I've realized that in talking to many people each and every day. It's not even just people through the internet, through social media. I talk to real people every single day, and that is absolutely something that comes up time and time again, is just the commonality that we've all been through a lot of shit. But guess what? You've received, right, a lot of wounds from other people, and you've hurt a lot of people. That's the common thing. Most of us it just depends. Some of us are so guilt-ridden because of the damage that we've done. I know I feel a lot of that. I feel a lot of that, man. I'm in that boat. What boat are you in? Are you someone that you've been hurt, and so you're focused more on all the things that people have done to you that have caused you pain? Or are you in the camp where you've done a lot of damage, and thus you're carrying around all that guilt, all that shame? Fuck, man. I'm definitely in that camp. I've caused a lot of fucking damage in my days. And I continue to still do some things that cause people pain. I'm not perfect. Ain't nobody fucking perfect around here. That's the thing, man. Ain't nobody perfect. Ain't nobody innocent. And yet we have to be able to find that intestinal fortitude, that spiritual peace that sets us free. And I can tell you right now in this season, 13 years deep, I'm going through even a deeper, darker night of the soul, a deeper level of healing. And I'm grateful for that. It sure don't feel good though. I don't know if you can feel my pain or hear my voice, but man, it sure don't feel good. And there's a part of me that wants to give up. There's a part of me that says, man, I don't want this anymore. This is too fucking hard, man. It's hard. But it's hard in a good way, because here's the thing. If I was just sitting back, licking my wounds, allowing for guilt and shame to just overwhelm me every day, and then using things to numb me out, to check me out of reality, self-medicating, self-sabotaging, that would be pretty miserable too. That would be pretty fucking miserable, because the truth is, throughout each and every day, each and every week, each and every month, right? It's not a constant. Like some of us, maybe you're living in a constant state of mental and emotional and spiritual suffering. I guess that's where I would be if I wasn't doing the work. But the fruits of the labor are that when you do the spiritual work, the healing, then you're able to reap the benefits of love, joy, and peace. And, in a moment like right now, I know I have tools where I can sit back. And yeah, I'm feeling fucking pretty heavy right now. I'm going through some heavy energy right now. I know the moon has a lot to do with that. I believe in these things. If the moon can shift the tides and these bodies of water, well, our bodies are made up of a ton of water. And so it shifts us too. And yet, when you're doing the healing, yeah, you hit some difficulties. You're faced with some challenges, but if you can find the courage and the strength to move through it in a positive way, in a loving way, love towards yourself, love towards the other people involved, because there's usually always an attachment to someone or something else, then you'll come out better on the other side. And it won't just stay that way. You'll feel the love, the joy, the peace. That is the strength. That is the reward for doing the work, for engaging in the work, is you will actually start to feel more of that and love yourself in a way. I've been telling people, love yourself like you've never loved yourself before. And again, most of you don't even understand what that means. You don't even know where to start. How do I love myself? You got to go back to your childhood. You got to figure out the things you love to do. You got to write a list of things that show you love. Like, you can almost say, okay, well, here's where you start. Imagine that you wanted to write a list of 5 things that you could do to show the person that you love the most or have the biggest crush on, or even just a vision of who your dream partner would be. What are 5 ways that you would show them that, man, you really care about them, you really love that person? And then you got to do that with yourself. The other thing is, do you understand love languages? Words of affirmation, acts of service, gifts, quality time, physical touch. What is your love language? Because that is a great area to start too. If your love language is physical touch, go get a dang massage. I go get massages. I get in the hot water that has like these fountains on it, and that really kind of is like a soothing, warm massage. Clearly, there's other physical touch that I desire, and that one's a little more challenging because there's usually another person attached to it, and I desire to have that divine counterpart in my life, and I know that person is close, very close. If your quality time is your love language, well then go spend some quality time with yourself, doing something you really love. You want to go to a museum, go to a museum. You want to go hiking, go for a hike. You want to go fishing, go fishing. Like, do the things you love to do. That fills your cup, right? If your love language is gifts, send yourself a gift. Write yourself a love letter. If your words of affirmation, write yourself a love letter and send it to yourself. That's what's so funny, right? Like, we don't think we could do these things. You can absolutely do these things. Write yourself a love letter, telling yourself how awesome you are. Really just total overdoing, like, man, you are so awesome. You're so amazing. I love this about you. I love that about you. Just all these ego strokes. It's okay. If your cup needs to be filled, like, commend yourself. And then send that letter to yourself. Trust me. Try it. You're going to feel incredible. You will feel so incredible getting that letter and reading it back to yourself like in a week. Please do that. That's something that is a really powerful tool. If your love language is acts of service, right? How can you serve yourself? Right? What do you need to do that can create a service for yourself? Maybe you need to, take care of some projects or clear out and clean some spaces that would then, raise the energy in your house or in your room or wherever, right? Clean out your vehicle. That's an act of service, right? Like putting in some work for yourself, doing something that is going to make your life better, right? There's honeydews. How about me-doos? Go do some me-doos. And if your words of affirmation, the letter's there. But it's literally learning how to love yourself unconditionally, like no other. It's such a beautiful thing. It's such a beautiful thing when you learn how to love yourself. Because then you become magnetic. And that's really when you start to heal, because these other things you're doing, and when I say other things, I'm talking about the things that are causing you harm, are affecting your health, your mental health, your physical health, your emotional health, right? Your spiritual health. These different habits and addictions and patterns, and those things start to fade away when you really start to love yourself so unconditionally. Because the reason why you're doing these other things is because you're just looking for some dang relief from the pain that you're feeling inside. And it's a process to heal that pain. That pain is valid. That pain is real if you're feeling pain. But it takes some courage to go in there and really look at yourself and identify what's the root of that pain, what happened, what's causing you all that, and just knowing that you sure can heal it. You sure can redefine it. And it's a process. It's definitely a process. It doesn't happen instant. But I can guarantee you that if you start to put in the work, that you will see improvements in your life. You will start to feel better about yourself. You'll build your self-confidence. You'll build your self-worth. And in doing that, you're going to be able to accomplish even more and more and more things that are beneficial for you. And I feel a lot of your pain because I'm feeling pain right now. It's a heavy season. I don't think, I think you can run, but you can't hide. And that's I think that messes us up because we were told, hey, we get free will, but it's like you can run, but you can't hide. And that was me. I tried running. I tried everything I could to run. And nope, I couldn't do it, I had to hit that rock bottom in order to pick myself up, dust myself off, and get my shit together. And I'm grateful I did that. I'm grateful that I'm not still just sitting there down on myself every single day. It comes up still. There's no question about it. It still comes up, right? The guilt, the shame, and the regret, wishing things could have been a little different, even real time. And yet, it's finding the courage and the strength to move forward. It's finding the courage and the strength to face the things that you've done, to forgive yourself, which is another whole process, man, forgiving yourself. Because we're so harsh. We're so critical towards ourselves. And it's just having that spirit of perfection that somehow, man, you can't screw up. If you screw up, you're toast. And it's like, bring the standards down a little bit. When you got them high standards, that's self-sabotage. I talk about it often, right? When you got the standards so damn high, you got to bring them down. Redevelop your standards, and in doing that, it's a process of bringing the standards down, allowing yourself to redefine yourself, right? And, it takes rebuilding trust. And that's just a little by little. That's the 1% better every day. And I'm just so grateful for people that are engaging in the 1% Better Everyday Journal. I'm hearing some really great feedback on people that are really just sticking to it and just allowing themselves to get in that journal. And if you're thinking about it or considering it, right, I highly recommend that you make that investment in you. 91 days, every day, right? Just filling your mind with positive affirmations, right? Setting some standards that are achievable, that are measurable, that are going to activate your sense of self-accountability. And then there's a whole 91-day 5-phase program in there for personal growth. Going from understanding more of the process from self-sabotage to self-mastery. There's nothing else like that. There's nothing else like it in the market. And so if it's something that you've been considering, I hope that you'll pull the trigger soon. Your time is now. My time is now. Let's keep doing this together. We don't have to do it alone, but we have to do it on our own. I gotta keep doing what I need to do and taking ownership of my life, and so do you. And let's do that together. Let's lift each other up. Let's build each other up. Let's encourage each other, right? Let's have each other's backs. I love you guys. You know the drill. Results kill excuses, because if it was easy, it wouldn't be worth it. Greg's out.